everybody. So today's look is just a really fun sort of ethereal bridal look. This does have some split complementary colors in it, such as yellow versus purple or green versus purple, and then there's just a little hint of a red on the lower lash line to bring out the green and the colors of the eyes overall. So that was basically my idea with this colorful look, was just to bring out overall eye colors in general, which is what split complementary colors can do. So this look is really great for brown eyes because of the purple, and really great for hazel eyes because of the pink and the purple and the gold, and really great for blue eyes because of the gold and the purple. So it's really kind of fits everybody's spectrum. And also the face is just a natural soft blushing bridal face. The foundations are fairly non-transferable and they look great on camera. And so I hope that you enjoy this, because I know a lot of lovely ladies that are getting married in January, hence the inspiration for this. I'm not going to upload the bridal series all at once because I know some people might feel a little overwhelmed with tutorial after tutorial. I still like tutorials from time to time, and I still like to see tips and tricks and learn something new from time to time, and I hope that you do too and enjoy this video. I've already taken the Avalon Organics Vitamin C Renewal Revitalizing Eye Cream and the Gabriel Eye Primer in the shade Neutral from the lid to the eyeshadows. I'm starting off by taking my Inglot number 118R, which is this sort of cool tone or rainbowy kind of pinky color, and we're just going to do a swirl blend of all of them, all the colors, with our Diamond Tool 785, and brush that from the lid to the brow bone. I'm going to go ahead and take 461, which is sort of a nut brown kind of color. I know you can see some flecks of shimmer in it, but they don't really transfer to the skin unless you pat them on. So it's important to put the base tone first so that the crease color blends out really easy and pretty. So I'm taking Inglot 403, which is a shimmery pearl, kind of a lemon yellow. This kind of reminds me of MAC's Lemon Pigment, and it's actually why I bought it. Mine looks a little crazy because it crumbled once upon a time and I put it back together. And I'm taking this Jungle Green 504, which is just a very bright, happy green. It can look subtle if you're blending into neutrals like we're doing today. And the Diamond Tool 772, and then bringing it into its own on the lid so you can see the color, but it's also a little softer. I'm just taking a 788, this is a 785, and we're just blending that through the crease, and add some of this bright blue, it's 112R. And we're just going to add this to the edges of the green, and this is more or less going to be used as a transition color since it is kind of flat, to 114R. And we're just going to go ahead and blend it, a touch of that into the crease, just to get the colors flowing from the lid itself somewhat into the crease. Now, because they're all lightly blended in the crease and they're sitting on top of that nude shadow, they still all work and there's still sort of a shine there. Gloss Hot Precision Eyeliner in 31. And for the lower lash line, I'm going ahead and taking more 403 and then just sort of wrapping this gold around the eye. We're taking this color right here. This is 467. I just think it's a fun contrast. Liner, I kept it really thin, so I took a thinner line of gel liner in the Tarte Amazonian Clay Waterproof gel liner, and I kept it really thin. I know a lot of brides now love to incorporate the colors of their wedding onto themselves, which truly was never kind of done before. And take the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and we're going to go ahead and put this on the upper and lower lash lines. Now, even if you're not comfortable with a really heavy mascara, I'd probably, you know, attempt to play around with them, unless you are a bride that cries significantly or you know that you're going to be crying, then I wouldn't go with this. Even though this is actually fairly hard to remove on me, so for me I would go with this, but if you don't think you can handle it, then I would definitely go with waterproof. So with the number 48s from Cara, Red Cherry, La Creme, whatever brand you're buying from, you do have to be a little careful when putting these on so they don't look large, too large, because otherwise they can look really crazy when they're actually a really beautiful graduated lash. So they're actually one of my favorites actually, but they can be hit and miss depending on how you apply them and what you wear. The Tarte BB Tinted 12-Hour Primer in Fair, and I blended it in with a little bit of white because I'm fairly in between the shades. It's a great way to use up my old one as well, because I can't use the old one straight. It looks too beigey right now. But this is so perfect for bridal work because it's so natural. It minimizes pores. It's a skin brightener. The coverage is buildable. It's oil free as far as the moisturizer goes. It is a built-in primer, so it does look a little heavier than an average sort of tinted moisturizer product, and it's a chemical-free sun protector, so if you're having like an outdoor wedding or something to that effect, you could still have the SPF without all the glow. I took the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer in the shade Fair, and I put that underneath my eyes and on any blemishes on my face. Took Pumpkin and Poppy Natalie Cream Bronzer. This is basically like a warm tone contouring powder. She also makes another one like this in a cooler tone. You could also take powder. She makes an oak bark contouring powder or a warm tone powder and Tara moisturizing blend. Like this for contouring basically, because even if it's not perfect for your skin tone, it still becomes one with your skin when you blend it into your foundation, because it is blending straight into your foundation. So it is literally becoming more one with your face than a powder kind of can ever be. Now, I always like to do the contour first so I can really see just how much of this I actually am going to need or want. And if you do the blush first and then you do the contour after, you end up adding more contour, trying to get it to mesh up or match up with the blush, and it ends up looking like too much. So whenever you see contouring in movies, it's always a little bit more than you would wear in every day because they want it to show up on camera, but it never looks like harsh streaks. It always looks like cheekbones. So for the blush, I am taking sort of a bold statement pink blush. It has a nice natural flush to it, kind of like a blushing bride style look. And that is the Pumpkin Poppy Cream Blush in Kim. I like her powders and her creams for anybody because they really become like one with the skin. When you're dealing with bridal work, I think even if you want to have a trendy eye or a bold lip, it could still work itself out as long as you have a very bridal, natural face, and the whole look will come together and look intentional. So that is on. I think it's a fun sort of blushing bride pinky color. Now for the highlighter, I think a bride should consider a highlighter because it just makes you look healthier and glowier and vibrant. I'm going to be going ahead and taking the Illamasqua Gleam highlighter. This is the shade Aurora. And this is sort of a dupe of MAC's, it's kind of a cross between MAC's Luna and MAC's Pearl. But it's definitely like a much more subtle finish than the cream color bases by MAC. Cream color bases by MAC are actually really thick and heavy, and they might cause people breakouts. I don't know, I've never really heard either way. I'm taking the Sweethearts Perfect, the Too Faced Sweethearts Perfect Blush Flush in the shade Something About Berry, and rather than swirling all the colors together, I'm just going to use all of them by stippling my brush in here. I don't want to swirl because that'll permanently kind of mess up my whole blush. And I'm just going to take the e.l.f. stipple brush, and we're going to go ahead and put it from the center of the cheek back. That way we still have a softer flush in the front. So I want something that's long wearing and kissable, so I'm going to go ahead and take the Inglot Soft Precision Lip Liner in 68. So one of my new favorite, well, I've had this for a while, but one of my newer favorites are coming to be favorites. This is Too Faced Lip Creme and Honey Bear, and I just really love it on the lips. So natural and pretty. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this. I plan on having 2 more looks in this bridal series. I know a lot of people are messaging me saying they're getting married in January, hence the bridal little mini series. And I hope that you enjoyed this, and if you don't want to wear this if you're as a bride, it might be a fun night out look as well, and it still has a softness to it. So I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.